Hey, beautiful. I don't know, awakening CEOs. Do we have anyone in the house? Earth angels. I had a really awesome question today. So this is for you if you're wondering if you should sell your services to moms or kids. Hey, Claire. So for example, you might have had an idea and it can either help the mommies, the parents, or it can help the kids. And B's question is I'm still undecided how to take on my work. Am I focusing on the mothers or the highly sensitive children? I'm presenting essential oils in their lives. I know it's for both, but who should I sell it to first? She's thinking about her website. Should I write my website for moms or should I write it really thinking about the kids? Okay. And then she said, Mother Mary showed her three children in front of her with awesome eyes, and I looked up to see the three mothers together. Okay. Who first? Can you help me with this? So I can definitely help you with this. So I want to share a few things that came to me when I was meditating just now. There is an aspect about doing online businesses that is really challenging, to be honest. So I am going to make my answer, to be honest, B, is going to really be about your business face to face and in the city where you live. The reason I say that is because for sensitive earth angels like you and me, and like the people you're going to want to meet, it's going to be easier for you to reach them if they're face to face. It's going to be easier for you to help them if you get to meet them and talk to them. So here's what I recommend, which is actually what I did in Las Vegas, and it all was kind of divinely guided, and it all led to what you guys know today, what I do now, which is awesome. So you want to fall in love with your community, number one. Fall in love with your community and find your people. So you want to go, I found people in Meetup. I would go to my meetups, and of course you go around and people say, hey, what do you do? You know, what are you doing in Vegas? So then you can share what you do. But you want to go from a place of like wanting to make new friends. Yeah. And you want to also kind of go to participate and to be part of the community, but really find your people, fall in love with the community. And from there, you'll get people to come to your events. They'll show up to learn about oils. And if you make it all about them, you're going to have much more flow with your business offline. Now, you can have a website. You could totally have a website, and you can actually gear it to the mothers, because the mothers are the ones you're going to meet, and they're going to be the ones that are going to read your stuff. The children probably are not going to be the one browsing online for essential oils unless they're teenagers and really aware ones. So your website should probably go to the parents, and you can talk to the mom about her stuff and her children's stuff. Now, tip number 2, after fall in love with your community and find your people, right, is to talk to them. So for example, if you're at a party or you're going out to these events and people ask you what you do, and you say, hey, I'm an essential oil representative, I'm an energy healer, I do card readings, whatever it is that you do, they're going to want to say, oh, I need help with this, right? Or that could that be helpful with that? So people will probably open up to you, especially if you are a sensitive, intuitive earth angel. And you're going to want to remember what it is that they need, because those could become the words you use to then put on your website, because then you know you're talking to the right people. So you want to go interview or listen to 10, 20, 30 people over the next few months, and just kind of collect a lot of stories and answers and things you heard, because you know that if, for example, somebody keeps saying, I get such headaches, I really need an oil for my headaches, or my son gets really like he gets in bad moods, he gets tired, he gets cranky after school, then you know that on your website you can say, hey moms, do you guys get headaches, and do your kids come home from school feeling cranky? Like most moms will say, yes, I want that. But I can come up with that because I'm a mom. Okay. You may want to talk to the moms in your community, because they might have different things going on, right? They might be looking for oils for their kids who come out of the sports and gymnastics and thing where they have they have soreness. Yeah. Okay. Now, you can tip number 3, practicing what you do. So you want to keep practicing. So this is like the 10-second elevator pitch, like, what do you do? So I'll tell you what I used to do. So I would be I would be at different parties in LA, in Paris, in different cities. And people say, hey, what do you do? And I would always kind of keep it short. I'd say I'm just a therapist. And if people were satisfied, I was satisfied. I would move on to talk about something else. And then some people would say, what kind of therapist? And then I would say, depending on the person, I would use different words depending on the person, you guys. I would sometimes say I am an angel therapy practitioner right off the bat, which either at that point, people would just keep eating their food and walk away, or most of the time they would be like, what do you mean? What is that? And I would explain it a little bit more. So same for the oils. You want to create an intrigue, Barbara B. You want to get them to ask you. So you could say, oh, I sell, or I'm a healing therapist. I don't know what it is that you want to call it. And, oh, what do you do? Well, I use essential oils. Oh, awesome. What are they for? So let them ask you the questions. Cool. Okay, Barbara. You want to let them ask you what you do instead of you kind of coming out and saying everything that you do. So that's kind of my tip for starting a face-to-face in your city business that will feed into your online business. Yeah. Starting an online business, you guys, without having ever spoken to a client, never had a client, don't do it. Okay. It's like or go into a lot of Facebook groups. And if you like being on the computer, then get on there and talk to people, but get on the phone. So if you guys don't want to do face-to-face, you can get on the phone from people you meet on Facebook groups. So I did a lot of that over the years. So I would meet these awesome ladies in Facebook groups, and then I would say, hey, let's get on the phone. I want to ask you some questions. A lot of times they ended up becoming clients because of how I held space for them and talked to them during those calls. So that's just something you can also learn to do. You can learn to kind of sell your services on the phone. That's another way to do it. Okay, but just be willing to start where you are. You guys, I started just teaching meditation classes, right? And then I was guided to teach other classes. And then I was guided to do one-on-ones. And then it all just snowballed. But I had to get started somewhere, yeah? Do you guys have any questions on this? You can always post them now or later when you're watching this. Okay, my last tip, I think this is tip number 5, is to stay uber positive. You've got to believe in this. You have to believe in your earth angel gift. You have to believe that this is who you're meant to be in the world, that this is what you're here to do, that only you can do it, that you're the earth angel for it, and that your community needs you, people need you, and that you're going to change people's lives. If you don't believe it, nobody else will. So here's how I go about it now and how I used to go about it, because I actually found this little notebook and it even has a mirror on it. So I could look at myself while I said these affirmations, and I actually would carry this around in my waitressing apron when I was waitressing in LA. And they have these beautiful affirmations. Look at the first one. I am worthy of God's love, perfect health, happiness, and success. I am worthy of God's love, perfect health, happiness, and success. You've got to be your own best friend here, right? And I think a lot of these come from Louise Hay, just so you guys know, the book, You Can Heal Your Life. This one's amazing. See, I wrote all these down. This is from 2007 or something, 2006, 7, 8. Love operates in all of my relationships, from the most casual to the most intimate. I am one with the power and wisdom of the universe. I have all that I need. I am willing to release the need to be unworthy. I am worthy of the very best in life, and I now lovingly allow myself to accept it. Oh, look, I love this one. As I spend a few days doing this affirmation over and over, my outer effect pattern of procrastination will automatically begin to fade. Oh, I think this comes from Louise. As I internally create a pattern of self-worth, then I no longer have the need to delay my good. Oh, yeah. Can you guys tell this is Louise Hay? As I internally create a pattern of self-worth, then I no longer have the need to delay my good. Thoughts no longer have any power over me. I am the power in the world. I choose to be free. All is well in my world. It is impossible for me to have any needs or unfulfilled desires. I love and accept myself, and I am safe. Okay, so I went on and I would do these a lot. And then I also, whenever I had 5 minutes off, I would read them during my breaks when I was waitressing. So I was still believing in where I was heading, even though I was like 24, 25 years old. I don't know. I was young. And then I went on to, when I moved to Switzerland, I went on to write. I am a teacher. People come to my classes. I love to teach about spiritual stuff. And then little by little, it manifested, and studios asked me to teach other studios. People came, and now I still get to teach. So 10 years later. So can you do that for yourself? So I'm going to go over the steps. Fall in love with your community. Find your people. You can always call them in. Just imagine you're calling in your people. Make friends with them and share what you do, and ask them what it is that they might need. Listen to them. Take notes. Take mental notes, or, take notes on your phone. And you want to practice saying what you do. So invite a friend over, practice it in front of the mirror, get together with some of the people in the Facebook group. And just kind of practicing what you do, and be willing to mess up. I learned how to do this over time, how to not tell everybody what I do, because it can be like, oh, I channel angels and I heal and I look into people's bodies, and that's not going to work at a party. You got to you got to slowly go in that. Be willing to start where you are. Like, just love where you are. Even if you make $20, like, celebrate it. If you sell one oil, be like, yay, it means I'm going to sell 10 more. Yeah. Work on your mindset. Like, have a list of things that you're calling in that's positive. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. So how I do my mindset work now, it's definitely been upgraded. I still will have like positive things I tell myself about what it is that I'm doing. So I always say things like, everyone who comes to my courses are awesome, and they have plenty of time and energy to participate, and everyone's so lovely. And I truly end up attracting really amazing people into my business. I'll clear also on my fear that no one will show up. I'll do a lot of healing, clearing on fears. Now, if you are truly empowered as an earth angel, like I started as I was like very close to Archangel Ariel and Athena, and I was like, I'm doing this. And I just had zero fear. I was like completely fire, go do it. Now, over the years, I had a baby, and then I became more of a human as a mommy. So more fears came up. So then the angels taught me how to release my fear. Anyway, so that's how I do it now. I clear using the edit. I clear using EFT, which I highly recommend you guys learn. But either way, work on your mindset. So, hey, Pam, I just saw you at Kirtan the other day. So cool. So those are my tips for my Earth Angel ladies. And Earth Angels come in all sizes and shapes. And you can, I can do more videos on what's an Earth Angel and how to kind of get started. But pretty much it's an awakening. It's you choosing and deciding to be of service, and got to be super positive and know that God absolutely is on your side. Whatever door you choose, God is behind every door. You just got to pick one. Okay, you guys. All right. I hope this was helpful for you, B. And get started. And honestly, doing it face-to-face in person is so much richer at first than trying to get people online. It's a very competitive marketplace online. It's a lot more hours, and you're going to be alone at home on your computer. It's very lonely. It's tough. I don't recommend starting off online if you are just starting out, to be honest. Or you could do both, but don't dismiss face-to-face people, especially the kids. Like, kids are so responsive to you as a human. Like, you want to go out there and meet them, go to schools, get creative, believe that you can be an amazing person at what you do. Believe you can be an amazing blank. Decide you're an amazing you, and go do it. Cool. All right, you guys, let me know if you have any questions. And if you want more energy clearing, I do once a month Meditating with Angels, where we do live clearing of all kinds of blocks. And every 1st to the 11th, we do a money masterclass to release money blocks. So let me know if you guys want to join us for that. Okay. Bye-bye.